everyone. Welcome, welcome. How is everybody today? Today I'm going to be doing some coloring. This is Thursday, I don't have my watch on. 24th of July of 2025. So come on in and make yourself comfortable. Nice, easygoing day. I have my cup that was given to me by Gracie. It is coffee. It's a full cup. That's why I got this one. And it is, I had no dairy. I'm trying to go without the dairy. Hello, Tamra. Hello, Denise and Victoria, Maribel, Tank. Ooh, y'all came in all at once. Hi. So it is, of course, it is community coffee, and this one is um, the French vanilla with honey. Hey, Laura. So hot coffee today, even though it's hot outside, it's just what I want for comfort. I also have my big cup of water. Hello, Melissa H. and Kathy G. Good to see you. Divergence here. You saw pretty yarn? Yeah. I didn't pay attention to what picture was up. I'm coloring today. Not that we won't get into yarns at some point. You never know. All right, let me show y'all what I'm working on. Let's go back to this. There we go. I'm working in this book. It is the Botanicals by Lisa Condon. Hi, Lorna. Good to see you. I almost have a picture done in here. And I was closing my book up yesterday evening to put it away. And I realized that it was the picture that was on the cover. Hi, Mary. And I'm trying out my new easel. I bought this easel yesterday when I was out and about at Barnes & Noble. It's very nice. It's adjustable. So you just screw and unscrew this and it will go up and down to hold your book in place. And then these right here, one goes one way, one goes the other way. And this is how you can raise it up and down because these are sliders. Hi, Ellen. You're still working on the shawl? Okay. Oh, you just watched it this morning. Well, this is that one I bought yesterday when I was out. And then this is now I don't think you would be doing anything really heavy on here because this base is not very wide. So we shall see as we go, but I tried it out last night. We had family Zoom and it worked great. Obviously, because I got almost the whole thing done. So I want to try to finish this one. Oh, I must have passed it. This is what I have left to do. I have this one here and all of these along the side. Okay, thank you, Mary. Thank you for lurking. It's okay if you lurk. I understand. You were talking to me? What did you say? I didn't hear you, Tamara. I'm sorry. Were you saying that you liked everything? Did you like my choices? The choices of books? This one is super light. You can't even see this one. Let's go with something else. Oh, and I'm using, these are the Harmonious from Castle Arts. These are called Harmonious. Did you think there was anything you might like? Now, the books that I showed pictures of, I did not buy, but I put them, I took pictures of them because they looked interesting, and I thought, well, I would kind of look on, maybe on Audible, and see if I could find any of them that way, or even on Libby and that kind of stuff. These are called Castle Arts. They have an online store, and they are also on Amazon. And then the pencil sharpener I use is called AFMAT. And this is an automatic. And I glued the Google eyes on because it needed it. Everybody said I needed it. So you put your pencil in, it takes it, and then it gives it back. It's awesome. What are you guys doing today? What are y'all working on? It was the murder mystery, yes. So I'm going to tell you guys that new Barnes and Noble, I mean, it has a section for everybody. I'm telling you, it really does. It has science fiction. I mean, it just has everything, every genre you can imagine. And they had people in there to help. They walked around the store, and you never had to worry about finding anything. They were there everywhere. Every section they had somebody. And I asked him, I said, well, how many people is your complement going to be once the whole, initial stuff is over with? Oh, yeah, it's really good. It's a good pencil sharpener. He said he did not know how many. They did have 4 registers, though. So I'm like, well, wouldn't it be nice if all 4 registered had a person behind there, or at least 2 or 3 at once? Most places anymore, you get lucky if you can find somebody to stand at a register. They all want you to use the damn automatic ones, and I'm very resistant. Oh, I did the wrong one. So we'll do both on that one. Which is okay, because like this one right here doesn't have them. Well, that's weird. They're not all the same. Hello, Karen. Good to see you. Glad you came in. So yes, these are by Castle Arts. And this, I have several sets, and this set is called Harmonious. Your niece had her baby today, and she's 7 pounds 7 ounces. Congratulations, Rosie. This color is Antique Violet. Hmm. That one's darker than I expected. I know that I swatched these. Exactly. I mean, why am I working to do their job? Right, Divergent? That's how it makes me feel, that I'm working and doing their job when I have to check out myself. But it sure makes you wonder how much longer that's going to be a thing, isn't it? I felt totally spoiled yesterday with as many people that were in there helping. Totally spoiled. You couldn't go around a corner without saying, "How you doing? Everything all right? Do you need any help?" Like, wow, this is this will spoil you quick. He said yesterday, the guy at the when I was checking out, he was training one of the girls at the front, and something came up. I think it was on my receipt or something. Tattered cover. He said they bought tattered cover. So there must have been several that they bought. I've never been to a paper chase, but there's a tattered cover in Colorado Springs. That's where I got Paul Hull's book. That one that was signed. Yeah, well, they're going to have to start listening to us at some point. It's all in the money. If we don't go, they don't make any money. They lost ground on the cash thing, where a lot of them were not going to accept cash. They lost so much money on that. They backpedaled. Well, yeah, you can get in trouble if you don't scan things correctly. They'll try to pull you in for stealing. Well, then give me a damn checker. I'm doing the best I can with what you're giving me. Can y'all see okay? How is this going with this easel? Can you guys see all right? I even did a little diamond painting. I got my diamond painting stuff out today, and I did a little bit of that. And I don't know if a diamond painting will work out right here. Haven't tried it. Yep, just wait in line. I know. And I think I don't know. Don't they just have like a certain amount of people in line, and they have to open another register? And it used to be that way. Oh, thank you, the Virgin. Crystal, right? Yeah, our Dollar General opened one of those too. And more often than not, they bring somebody else up there and the other person runs it, helps run your stuff through it. She stands there while you do it. Dollar General just does not treat people very nicely. We had a person here that was working and got that store looking so good because they send them so much stuff and they have to put it all out and try to find a place for it, and the aisles can get so full with all the stuff they send them. And that girl, um, she went to work somewhere else. When something else opened locally, she was like, I'm out. First opportunity she got. And I miss her over there as our manager. No, Dell, I don't need anything right now. Thank you. Trying to tell me I need something for my computer. Okay. Now what am I going to do here to make this stand out? You didn't get it done. How are you real close to finishing, Rosie? Hmm. Let's try this one. Only thing about this set that kind of bothers me is there's not a real good yellow. And I guess that's because it would not mix well with the other colors. But I keep looking at this thinking I need a yellow. But trying to keep to what I got. I know there's no way I have used all of them because there's 72 colors here. You guys probably can barely see that, huh? It's barely showing up, but that's okay. I can go back in and shade a couple of places to make it stand out better. It's one thing I haven't done a ton of with this one. So I've done some shading in a few places, but not a whole bunch. Are y'all ready for tomorrow night? For the crime stuff? You know, I know Redwood too. But don't have a red either. They're all in the maroon shades. I'm going to have to see if I can pull one that looks most like a red. And actually, part of the problem is this paper. This is a thicker paper. And I chose these lighter colors. So I'm having to kind of work at it to get these to lay down. What a week for true crime is right. Holy moly. How many of you watched the sentencing of Kohlberger yesterday? Not only true crime, it was a rough week for celebrities this week too. Malcolm Jamal Warner. Today, the Hulk. There's another one. Several celebrity deaths this week. Oh, what did I miss? What Tamara said? Oh, been on the go. Okay. Yeah, that makes for long days. Hello, Cheryl. Yes, and then Lori Vallow Daybell, her sentencing is tomorrow. Oh, yep, Ozzy Osbourne. Thank you. Ozzy. Who? Johan. Johan got jailed. Who's Johan? It's not coming to me. Johan who? You know what I'm going to do? Instead of using a black, I know. I'm going to be a rebel and put some green in here. Jonah. Which Jonah? Like the Jonah brothers? Which Jonah? Spill the tea. I need to know. Not the crochet Jonah. Surely not that. Jonah got jailed for what? For what, Tank? Holy moly. I'm good. I'm good, Cheryl. I got to stay home today. It's been very nice. No errands. I should have run and got the boys' medicines because I didn't do it on the way home yesterday. So I may have to go and do that tomorrow. And I was supposed to take the car and get the car recall done on the driver's side passenger, the driver's side airbag. However, they say it's on back order now, so I have to wait. Oh my goodness. What is the world coming to? We send him off to school, and this is what happens. My goodness. Well, there goes our boy, huh? That sucks. That really sucks. I don't quite know what to say to that. That has me speechless. Is there any possibility that somebody is just like trying to cash in on his fame? What do y'all think? Tell me that that's a possibility. Where's my brush? So you think it's the real thing? You think you really? Well, that's totally possible. But he was raised so well, from everything I understood. You would think he'd be a little bit more cautious than that, especially with the limelight that he's been in for all of this other stuff. You know, you'd think that he would be like, yeah, that sucks. Imagine all the people who has given that kid a break too. Who was it? Was he working with Red Heart? I know. I was expecting like oops, he went out drinking. That's what I was expecting because I think he went off to school. I was thinking he did. But I don't spend a whole lot of time on Facebook anymore, you guys. I really don't. You know, I go into our group and I go into um, the chat, our group chat. I just don't spend a whole lot of time on there. And that's where I saw most of his stuff was on Facebook. Okay, there's that one. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 left. Hello, Cindy. Good to see you. Hello, Lori. I can't, yeah, Jonah. We're talking about Jonah got arrested. Our Jonah, our crochet Jonah. Okay, what should I do here? What colors are we going to go here? Should I change pencils now? I really hate to do it. I wanted to do the whole thing. Well, he has patterns and everything, Cindy. I'm gonna go with this one. That is not a pretty color. He had his own YouTube channel. I'm sure they took that down. Yes, Cindy. Evidently, he's talented in other ways too. I'm not making light for the victim that, but you know what I'm saying. He had to have known better. He just chose not, just made bad choices. Kidnapping. Wait, kidnapping's different. I'm going to have to write myself a note so I can look this up for tomorrow. I'm going to look it up now, actually. Hold on. Jonah arrested. Lacrosse crocheting prodigy. There's his mugshot. Jonah Larson, crocheting prodigy renowned in the La Crosse area, is currently in the La Crosse County Jail. He's being held on charges of false imprisonment and sexual intercourse with a person under the age of 16 with force. He won a $10,000 Grand Gloria Barron Prize for Young Heroes Award, and his crocheting skills brought him to appear on Good Morning America. His court appearance has been rescheduled for Thursday the 23rd. Wow. With force. He went off the rails. He's off the hook, y'all. He's off the hook. I guess we are going to have to give him the benefit of the doubt for now, right? Hard as it is, until it all pans out. I wonder if we'll ever hear it all, though. That's the other thing about that. Some of that stuff, especially with it being a minor, we may not hear all of the details and things because it's a minor. I feel bad for the minor. It's terrible. I'm going to do something here. This is bugging me. This needs. Well, if I get a very distinct impression that Jonah was very sheltered. Don't you guys? I mean, he was. Is he from Kenya? Maybe. Does anybody know where he is originally from? I know that he was adopted. Told you, a bad week for celebrities. Very bad week for celebrities, y'all. I can't get in here. Can't get in the crack. I bet his mother is just hating that she ever let him out of the house. Yeah, I bet he will be charged as an adult because he's I wonder what Mikey has to say about this too. Didn't he? I want to say Mikey's had some interaction with Jonah. I bet he's going, holy crap, what did that kid do? This is a blender. This is, oh, I gotta sharpen it. Press too hard. This is that Master's Touch from Michael's colorless blender. That's my first time putting it in that half mat, and it worked just fine. In case y'all are wondering about those. Whew. Well, he has to be convicted. He's accused. He was accused. He has to be convicted before that happens. And that's why I'm saying we may never ever hear exactly what happened because that's a minor. All right. right now. Just sort of building in this shading. Can y'all even see it? I am sure he had discussions with his mother. That's the issue. The issue here is that it is entirely possible that, having been rather sheltered, he did not have a whole lot of experience, and he may not have really known she was. But that says by force. They're going to really have to work to prove by force. But, celebrities have been known to do some pretty shitty things. So, come on, look at Jared. Remember we did the whole Jared, the subway guy thing? Hi, Lulu. Good to see you. Y'all, it is hotter than I don't know what. It's 104 right now is what it's telling me. 104. We could fry an egg out there. I am working really hard on changing what I'm eating, and it is not easy, but I'm not starving either. I think I'm doing okay because I'm not starving. All right, I need to figure out what I want to put in there. Let's go green. Yeah, it makes me more skeptical too. It does. Skeptical? Did I say that right? I'm not even sure I said that right. When his family, they did a lot for charity. But here's another thing that we may not be thinking of. It is entirely possible that as a lesson to him, his parents aren't bailing him out of this. They may have enough conviction, and let's hope that they do, that if he got himself in trouble and it is his own fault, they're going to let him suffer his own consequences. A lot of possibilities there. There's a lot of possibilities. It could all be a, I don't want to say misunderstanding. Everybody always says that shit. That's not what I mean at all. Could be just kind of blown out of the water to try to. I don't know that family itself would have much, right? I mean, Jonah. I don't know. I don't know if he would make enough that he would be helping his family. My impression of that family is that they're doing just fine on their own. Oh, wait. Something got mixed up. Okay, there's that one. Now what do we do here? We want this one to pop out, right? Here's what I have in the line that is like maybe red. Let's see what we do. More of a currant, like a winey currant color. What do I call this one? Sour berry. Thank you, Lulu. I do them myself with gel here at home. I have a light. Luckily, I have a license. My license is inactive, but I still have it. So I spend a lot of hours doing that in this building for money. And now I do it for myself. Thank you. I don't think I ever knew when I bought this building how much time I would wind up spending in it. Oh, it's really hard to tell the difference in that one. This is plum. I'm going to put something in between there. You didn't know this was a beauty shop before? Yep. Spent many hours. Trying to remember what year I got my beauty license. I believe it was 1984. James Craig. I don't know that one. Who is James Craig? I think this is the same as that one. I'm actually not following anything right now. I'm really not. I'm disgusted at the moment. I get into that mode. where I'm disgusted with everything, and people are just peopling, and I get a little sick of it. Yep, I did nails, hair, feet. I did hair color. I did waxing. Oh, I waxed some interesting things. Mm-hmm. The dentist. No, I have not been watching that. Now, they let me just ask if this is the same one, because I do see things in my feed. Okay, is that the one where she was using nicotine for her health, and they're trying to say that she had a nicotine uh, overdose? I tried to keep it peaceful. I really did. Hi, Joan. How are you? She did everything but nails. I was a one-man band. Okay, there's that one. Does it need anything, do you think? Oh, look at that. I'm just playing now. Now that's a gorgeous blue. Where have you been all day? Topaz. Oh no, Joan. There's a bunch of people coming down with respiratory stuff right now. And I don't know what that's all about. I don't know if it's a lot of mold from all the rain or what. I'm glad you're feeling better. I know. But I have enough pencils. I think I could probably just go for it. All right, now let me show you what that did by adding that blue in there. You ready? It certainly gave it some dimension, didn't it? Okay. Now we have this one and this one. I like this topaz. I'm going in with the topaz. Let's do this one here. I feel like I might have used the topaz over there. Ah. Coughing wears you out so damn fast. I mean fast. It gets you down quick because it wears you out. Yeah, I'm going in heavy with the topaz. I think this easel's working out nicely because I'm not having to have my head bent way down. So I started taking turmeric again. You know, it had never really been terribly, I had to take a lot in order for it to work for me when I would have a flare. I woke up today after 2 days of taking it, and my hands were not swollen this morning. Now I'm hoping that that's from the turmeric. But I also went on to, I got supplements from the chiropractor. I went on to some magnesium as well. So according to the chiropractor, you have to have plenty of vitamin D, like more than you think you need. And magnesium makes all of it work. The D, the C, the calcium, the magnesium makes it all work. Turmeric shots. Oh. Yes, pepperine. Gotta have pepperine. But I had been using in the past. I had used some that I had gotten at that place I worked at many years ago. Some of you may remember when I know Denny would remember when I quit working in the shop and I went to working for the essential oil place. They sold supplements, and as part of my job there, I would put all the stuff in the capsules. You know, I get regular blood work. Take absolutely. All I did was up things just a little bit. just taking a little bit more D with my Citrical. Right here, that was a blues. Dark iris. Maybe down here. Olive gray. I don't know. Let's see. Oh. Yes, that's what the turmeric does. If it does what it's supposed to, I may not have to take the allergy pill or the pill for the GERD. And possibly the blood thinner or cut back on the blood thinner. I will talk to the cardiologist before I do that, though. Not stopping that stuff. You don't mess around with that. Oh, she makes you so you get the digestibles. Which ones do you specifically are you inquiring about, Tamra? All of them, she says. Okay. All of them. Well, I gave all of the stuff I had to my dad because they were not working for me. And when we went up to Oklahoma he wanted to stop at that store. And I said, and he has vertigo. I said, Dad, I don't know if you can tolerate that with your vertigo. So you're going to have to be careful. But I had some left over. And I went over and I said, well, have you been taking that stuff? And he said, yeah, jury's still out. And I said, well, how much are you taking? He said, well, 2 or 3 drops. And I said, drops? He said, yeah, I thought that's what it said. I said, no, it's droppers. He's wanting something to help him sleep, to stay asleep longer. I know I'm going back to this other one. I want to make him look different. Well, I'm trying to work on my fibromyalgia, you guys. when I went to the pain management doctor, according to him, I can't really do anything else shot-wise. So I have to reduce inflammation. So the turmeric, walking, the swimming, more water, and then food-wise, reducing things that cause inflammation that way. So I'm trying to eat less of the foods that cause the inflammation, which basically means most bread, because it is treated with glyphosate, and glyphosate can cause inflammation. Hello, Mona. Thank you. Good to see you. I'm glad you came by. I've done a lot more with this page than I have in a while on some of my coloring, and I'm really happy with it. But I'm getting bored with these colors, and I'm ready to move on to something else. Well, the swimming is therapy, you know. Okay, we just have this one left. I think it's a crapshoot now as to what I do, because yes, everything is sprayed, and that spraying causes a lot of inflammation. What do you guys think? See, I have green here. Don't really want to do green, but purple here. Am I going to do the blue again? Yeah, lots of brights. That's what I'm thinking too. There we go. No, this one's not real bright. There's not a lot of really bright ones in here. Well, this one doesn't come with them. This one doesn't come with them, and I'm trying to keep it to one set. Okay, this one's kind of on the brighter side. This one is more on the brighter side. Maybe this one. Except I think I used this one here. I know, it's the last one. We're just going to go with it, okay? And I think this is kind of like I used there. Or it might be this one. I might have used it down here. No, he does not take melatonin. He already takes Tylenol PM. Well, okay. that means that he's going down for 3 or 4 hours after he takes it, and then he's up the rest of the night. Now, I'm thankful he's not taking another one. I don't know what the effect of all of that would be on his kidneys, is the thing. And he already has. I haven't really talked about that here. He's stage 3, you guys. Stage 3 renal function. So we got to be careful. That's why they are giving him Ozempic to get his diabetes was out of control. And they've got that under control now. So we're trying to keep what's left of his renal function. Okay, Tamara. We're going to shake this one on both sides. Can y'all see that? I think you can. My hand's starting to cramp. Thank you. I thought it would be the smoking that got him, which actually I've told him, and he does not. He's going to do what he's going to do, and he's going to keep smoking. So it's just the way it is. And he's going to be 80 this next month. And at 80, he pretty well decided he's going to do what he wants to do. Not sure I wouldn't feel the same way. Get to be an old fart, and you kind of feel like you deserve to do whatever the hell you want, you know? Attitude is what I'm working on too. I don't know where you're getting that it's bad for the kidneys. In what way? That turned out pretty good. Ooh, what about the center? Yeah, I know. They're going to do what they want to do. That's the old man syndrome. You know what I mean? I'm going to go back with that one. The trouble is the giving up, right? I mean, you got to have something to do, y'all. You got to have a reason to get up in the morning. gotta still feel like you got stuff to do. And I don't feel like he does. I have been through some days that I'm like, I just don't want to. I just don't want to. I'm over it. I don't want to fight anymore. I just don't want to. You really have to fight the I don't want us. We're done. We're done, y'all. That's the harmonious set. Now I need to put a date. I'm gonna have to do something else because now my hand hurts. I did a lot of coloring yesterday and today, doing this one page. So now I'm gonna. That's all I can do for today. I have to take a break for a couple days. All right, it is. What is it? 24th. See, I put my little signature up in the corner. Oxalate. Okay. Huh. I will take a look at that. I promise, Tate. Turned out good. Yeah, arguing with people is exhausting. Sometimes it's best to just you make a suggestion and you just go with it and do the best you can. Change the things you can and don't worry about the other ones. I'm not real happy with these leaves over here where I had to force into the corner, but I don't know that there's anything I can do. I can't really lighten them up. I think they're just going to be wherever they are. Thank you, Mona. I appreciate it. Okay, now I'm going to take a little break. Wow, I've been on for an hour and 20 minutes. I had no idea I'd been on that long. Oh, there goes the mouse. Oops. I don't know what I did. I have no idea what I did. There we go. Turn that one off. It did. This went really fast today. We had some interesting things to talk about for sure, didn't we? Okay, before you go, Tamara, if you're listening, I want to start watching Denzel Washington's movies. Yeah, that's who I'm wanting to do. Is for movie watching is Denzel. Does anybody have suggestions for our first one? Okay, good. What should our first one be? Or should we just say that we're going to watch Denzel movies for a couple of weeks and then we can just talk about them? It's just, I don't know, whatever you guys want to do, because I don't want to have like spoilers for people. He's got all kinds. Denzel has been in so many things. Um, so we could do Man on Fire, Nancy. That one is, if you've ever seen, if you like the Equalizer ones, Man on Fire is a good movie. Yeah, there's a lot of medicinal teas out there, a lot. And one of the places that I'm looking at getting, got another, what was that phone call? A lot of spam phone calls this week too, you guys. I think there's 3 Equalizers. I've seen the first one. Do we want to watch those? I say we're going to talk. I say just watch whatever Denzel movie you want to, and then we can talk about them if you guys are okay doing that. And let me know in the comments if you watch this after. Yeah, there's 3, and hello, Nancy. Yeah, there's 3 of them. I haven't seen all 3 of them. Fallen is good too. That's a thriller. Fallen is a thriller. Yeah, it's they're not all on the same streaming service either. Yeah, the orange and the honey. I would stick with that, Joan. Don't get any of that funny stuff right now. Mm-hmm. Okay, you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me while I color. That was fun. I'm going to go back to my diamond painting. And don't forget, tonight, Mikey will be on with Matt. Tonight is the night that Mikey from the Crochet Crowd will be on with Matt the Rockin' Crocheter. So if we have I think he has it set up. We need to go ahead and link that for everybody. Let me find it real quick. I'm getting there. Got it. Okay, there you go. Is that the live with Mikey? Did you get it? Thank you, Tank. You beat me to it. She always does. He's doing really good. He's actually doing really, really well. We're just having to keep his medications. It's a constant up and down with his medications. But we've got his diabetes under control. We've got his all the things with the urologist are under control. We still have to see the nephrologist. Nephrologist is next, and we will see what he says. And that's the only thing that we have a real bad concern with right now, and that's the renal function. I do not know. That's the first I have heard of drinking catnip. It is an herb just like everything else. I want to say it's in the mint family, Cindy, but I'm not positive. She is. Yes, she is. Yep. He's always on about 8 o'clock my time, 8 o'clock Central. But they're in California, so I think that he's 6 o'clock Pacific and 8 o'clock Central. Y'all just have to let me know if that's right. Ooh, look at me knowing stuff. Yep, always ask your doctor. Okay, y'all. I love y'all. Have fun today. And I will see you later at Matt's, okay? Have a great night. Tomorrow we'll be crying 4 o'clock Central. And we're going to start talking more about the West Memphis 3. That is what we're talking about tomorrow. All right. Bye, everybody. Thank you.